Hi everybody, this is Carla with Cobweb Corner and welcome to FlossTube. Let's see, number 58. It's been a while. I've had a lot going on. It is May 19th, 2021 and it's been like 4 weeks since my last FlossTube. I apologize for that. Bo decided to join me right away. As soon as she saw me getting ready for the video, she was up on my table. So we'll see how long she stays with us. Lots and lots of stuff happened. I got my second vaccine and made it through my 2-week period, and we went on vacation to Las Vegas, and we just got back. Well, we got back last Friday. It was a lot of fun, very different than previous trips to Vegas. We had to wear our masks everywhere we went. Since we left, I think they've lifted that a little bit, and it was like 95, 98, and it was not a lot of fun wearing masks all the time. A lot of stuff was closed. There was a lot of restaurants closed or closed midweek or had limited hours, but it was very busy. And we had a lot of fun. It was just nice to, after, I don't know, 16 months, I'm going to turn my light down a little bit, 16 months to finally get out of the house. Of course, we had our camper last summer, and we're waiting to get that out again too. But it was fun. I'm not as young as I used to be. It's taken me the whole week to kind of recover, even though we didn't really stay up that late. I don't vacation as well as I used to. I also went to a salon for the first time in 16 months. Would be able to tell it by the way my hair looks today. But got my hair at least cut and straightened up. I talked to 2 stylists. I decided, finally made the decision that I was going to go all gray, or at least, you know, like gray. And talked to 2 stylists, and they said, nope, can't help you. You have to let your colored hair grow out. So come back to us in another year. I'm like, oh man, I agonized over this decision of, do I start coloring again, or do I, you know, just embrace the gray? You can see it there. So I embraced the gray and was told, nope, not going to happen. So anyway, we've had a very, very busy last few weeks, and the next week, a week from tomorrow, we're going up to northern Minnesota. The last grandchild in my husband's family is graduating from high school. And we have not missed one yet. We even had one graduate while we were living in France, and we flew back just for the graduation. So that'll be my last niece to graduate from high school, and then I'm going to start working on him, telling him it's time for weddings and babies, since my daughter seems to be not going in that direction. So I hope she doesn't watch this video. She will not be happy about that comment. Oops, there we go. That's a little bit better. Sorry, I should have this. I should have like these settings like all figured out by now, but I don't. So anyway, have had a great few weeks, but did not get a lot of stitching done. I did finish one more band on my Garden Fair sampler. This is Garden Fair by Courtney Collections. It's available in my shop, and last time I talked to you, I was there, and I finished one more band, so I'm there. And the next band I do will put me, it's a larger band, and will put me over halfway. So isn't it gorgeous? I've talked about this a number of times. It's a quick stitch. If you want to stitch something a little bit bigger, this is a great one to try. I have a couple of customers who are stitching this also, and I am stitching it in the called for silks, but some of my customers are just using 310 DMC black and a red DMC variation floss to cut down, because the silks, the reason my silks are so expensive is because I went with a heavier coverage. I also went with, I think this is a 32 count instead of like a 36 or 40, and I wanted it to have a heavy coverage, so I am doing 2 strands of floss, so that more than, because I'm on a larger size fabric and doing 2 strands, it more than doubled the amount of floss needed. So the silks for this, the way I'm stitching it, are close to just under $100, about $90. But you could stitch it for a fraction of that. And especially the black, there's no variation. This is a Belle Soie, I think, Noir, and it's a solid. There's no variation in that. But I personally, I would not change a thing about the red. It's a Tulip by, oh, I can't remember what the floss is, whether it's, I think it's the Belle Soie. I can't remember. I'll try to put that down below. But that pattern's available in my shop. It's just stunning, and it stitches pretty fast. Other things I've been working with. Most of you know I have gotten a new sewing machine that embroiders, and I've been practicing with that. I was on a FaceTime with Helen D. She's another FlossTuber, and we've gotten to be good friends. And I told her, you know, you can go to all the other FlossTube channels and see their amazing, successful finishes, but you can come here to see how to do it wrong and say this is an attempt. But I got this one right. So this is a little roll-up keeper. It goes like this. That I did on my machine, and it's, if you're not familiar with the term in the hoop, it's where you complete an entire project in your embroidery hoop. So the way it works is you put your stabilizer in your hoop, and then the first step is it stitches kind of a layout pattern, a layout outline, and then you follow the steps to, first you cut your fabric to whatever specifications they say, and then you follow your steps for laying the fabric, and you just put it in the hoop and usually tape it down, and then it does all the sewing. So you can see there's some quilting in there, and all of this was done in the embroidery hoop. The pattern that I got had 5 sizes, and I chose the extra small, and it was really tiny. But I can go quite a bit bigger than this with, I think, 6 or 8 pockets and taller. So I'm going to try a bigger one. But it turned out really well. And once I got the hang of following the instructions, it worked pretty easy. So that was that project. And then also, just to practice, I made a little, boy, I'm having a terrible time with lighting today. I made a little needle book. So I just embroidered my initials. I did a kind of fancy stitch along there, and then added some felt. So I got that done. And then I wanted, before we went to Las Vegas, I wanted to have some nicer. So I bought a in the hoop mask project, and I made it and it worked, but it was huge. I did the larger size because I had done a previous one and chose a smaller size, and it was way too small. So I couldn't, this isn't usable, but look at the beautiful embroidery. Isn't that gorgeous? So I don't know what to do with it because the mask is humongous. This would have to go like on some 7-foot basketball player. So I might remake this in the smaller size. It took a long, long time to do the embroidery. But it's really, really, really pretty. So I think that is, oh, and then the other thing that I worked on is I got now that I have my new craft room layout, I have my Cricut machine, which, if you don't know what a Cricut machine, it's a paper cutter for scrapbooking. You can cut vinyl, different things like that. And I've had it for years, and I used to scrapbook a lot. But I got it out. I wanted to start using it again, and it's really nice being able to have it out all of the time. And it's a lot easier to not have to get everything out once you want to do, you know, maybe a small project. So I made a couple Mother's Day cards with it, and then for all of my nieces and my grandmother, I am making sticker books. And the reason behind it is my mother-in-law, not my grandmother, my mother-in-law, their grandmother, her husband recently passed, and she's an artist, and I was trying to think of ways that we could, you know, contact her and communicate with her or interact with her in a different way more frequently. And I came up with the idea of these sticker books. So I'm going to give one to all my nieces. I'm leaving the nephews out. I didn't know if they'd get into it or not. And my mother-in-law and myself and my daughter. And I ordered some, I have some kind of cheaper stickers that I'm going to let them pick from. And then I ordered some original art stickers off of Etsy that I'm going to include. But when I go up to the graduation, I'm going to give them each their book. And then I'm going to encourage the nieces to, when they're out and about, if they see a sticker that someone else in the family, but especially their grandmother, might enjoy, to pick it up and mail it to her. Because it would be, you know, stickers, nice stickers are usually $3 to $5, and you know, you can put them in a regular envelope with a regular stamp. And then my mother-in-law is an artist, and I'm going to encourage her to journal and maybe draw things that go with the sticker or stuff like that. So anyway, I learned how to use vinyl and vinyl transfer paper, and I bought these craft covered notebooks on Amazon. So they're just, I'm going to turn this down again. So they are just a blank cover with blank sheets. And then I made this. So this one is my niece Audrey's book of stickers, doodles, and ingenious ideas. And all of them will have the same title with the different nieces and my mother-in-law's names and different colors of vinyl. And I'm going to give them to them next week. I still have like 5 to make. I actually hope I have enough books. And then I also gave one to the neighbor girl who watched our cats while we were gone. And I'm going to give one to my other little neighbor girl. So I think they're kind of cool. You know, I could do some kind of decoration or whatever, but they'll have lots of pages inside to decorate that or do what they want. And then I'm going to just pick up stickers, inexpensive ones for the neighbor girls, or if I see a sticker that reminds me of them. And those will be nice little gifts when they come over to play with the cats, because my neighbor girls like to play with my cats. So that's what I've been working on, and that was a lot of fun. I actually thought our trip to northern Minnesota was 2 weeks from tomorrow, and last night my husband reminded me it's a week from tomorrow. So I've got to get on that. Winners for last week's giveaway, or last FlossTube's giveaway, and first I'm going to do this planner. Luckily, it's a customer of mine and I can send it right out, but now I am 6 months behind on the planner because I first offered this 2 months ago and the winner did not claim it, and now I've been slow in getting my floss tubes out. But this is a needlework enthusiast 2021 book of days, and it lets you just make comments. You can actually plan your stitching, but you can also comment on your stitching. A lot of people use this as a sticker book also. They collect stickers and put them on some of the pages. So it's actually a really nice book. And this is going to go to Nanette McDougall Dykes. And Nanette, I believe I have your address, and we'll get that out to you. The other one is the Cozy into Winter, a newer design by Jeanette Douglas. And you had to use the word cozy. The last one, 14 people wanted the planner, and you had to use the word planner in your sentence. And this one's 31 people wanted this one, and the winner is Kim Jewell. So Kim, I'm not sure if I have your address or not, but contact me by email. My email is down below, and put FlossTube winner in the subject line. And then, if you didn't watch all the way to the end of my last FlossTube, I had a surprise giveaway at the very end. 16 people caught it and wanted it, and it was for this really cool needle minder by Kitten Stitcher. And you had to use the word glasses in your sentence. And the winner for this is Janet Doucette. I hope I said that right. Doucette. So also email me with the words FlossTube winner in the subject line. Stitchy Mail. So my Stitchy Mail, let me see, I've got a write-up on this. I joined the Steel City Stitchers, let's see, what do they call it? Fabric of the Month Club with Jodi. And I got my first shipment of fabrics, and oh my goodness, wow. Both of mine are 32 count Lugana, and I'm going to read to you how it works. I wanted to make sure when I talked about this that I had the information right. So it's Steel City Stitchers Fabric of the Month Club with Jodi, and I will put the link to their FlossTube down below. Each shipment will be monthly, and you get 2 1/8 pieces of hand-dyed fabric. The pieces will not be serged. The colors cannot be requested. All color combos are chosen by Jodi. You can choose your fabric preference, anything from 14 count Aida to 40 count linen and Verdal. She says, I can pretty much get anything. Invoices go out on the 1st of the month, and as long as they are paid by the 5th, the fabric will be shipped by the 15th of the month, usually sooner. And so I think she has a waiting list right now, but you can go and contact them on their Steel City Stitchers channel and get more information if you're interested. But here are the colors. Now, she didn't give a name, but look at this fabric. Oh my God. It's showing up a little, well, I guess it's kind of showing pretty, it's showing up a little blue. It's kind of more a sea foam. And they're all this size, which I'm not exactly, it's a 1/8 piece. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God. I cannot wait to find something to stitch on this. And then I got 2 of this color. And that they're just stunning. Deep, deep blue. It's so pretty. And that one's actually, nope, that's the same size. And then, so I got 2 of that color. Here's the other one. And I think the cost, I can't remember. I think the cost was $20, but I'm not sure. I'm not very good at details. And look at that. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm going to stitch on these yet, but I am so happy to have these in my fabric collection. So links below, check them out. Any additional questions you have, just ask. They include an email to get information, and she just does a beautiful job. And I don't know where she's at on the wait list, how many people are on that or what, but I know she's trying to do more and more. So wow, super excited about that club. I don't buy a lot of hand dyed. I haven't stuff like this. I usually just use whatever fabric I have on hand in my shop, but I am really excited about those. It's like, though, when you have some really special fabric like that, you want to make sure you stitch the right thing on that fabric. And so it's like, yeah, this would work, but maybe in the future I'll find something even better. So I'll figure it out. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a voting contest sometime. So I had a list. Darn it. I'm always doing stuff like this. So my business topic today is really short. Trishia Ct sent out a list of quite a few. Let's see. I don't know if it's. I don't see my list. I know I brought it in with me. Hang on. I'm gonna go see if I can find my. Okay. Sorry about that. So a couple weeks ago, Trishia sent out a email to shop owners that said she is retiring 37 of her cross stitch patterns and 53 of her punch needle patterns, and I don't carry the punch needle patterns, but I do carry a number of the discontinued cross stitch patterns. So there's the list there. I'm not going to read them all, but if you go to my site and select designer Trishia Ct, so there's a on the menu bar there's a by designer, and then find Trishia Ct. All of the discontinued charts have the word discontinued in the title. So if you want to get those, order them from me or your other favorite cross stitch shop, because once they're sold out, she's not filling orders for those designs anymore. A couple of them that I liked was Santa's Flag and Primitive Halloween and Midnight Tango and Santa Angel. Some of those were a little bit prizes to me. So make sure that you get those while you can, because she says, if you're wondering why we're retiring so many patterns, it's because we're running out of space in the studio for inventory. We're making room for new designs. Thank you for your understanding. So get your Trishia Ct designs while you can, and on my site anyway, they have discontinued in the title. Okay, the giveaway for this episode, we have two things by It's So Emma, the Fat Quarter Shop. The first one is one of their magnetic needle minders. This one says get to the point, and it opens up. I'm not going to open it because it's all, well, here, maybe I can open it pretty easy. There we go. Thought maybe it was sealed. So you open it up, and this is magnetic, and you can just lay your needles on there. And there, thought maybe it was scratched, but it's not. So if you're interested in this, use the word point, because it says get to the point. So have a sentence with the word point, P-O-I-N-T. And the next giveaway is also by It's So Emma, and it's called Prim and Proper. So use the word proper, P-R-O-P-E-R. And I'll give those away on my next FlossTube episode. New inventory. I've got some new things to show you. Some are new from the expo that I'm still getting around to getting listed on my site. Needle Bling Designs, Mrs. Claus cookie. It's called Mrs. Claus Bake Shop, #1 of 5 North Pole Shop series. And this says Mrs. Claus Cookies, Pies, Candy Bake Shop. Also by Needle Bling Design is Easter on the Farm, and it's got a little chick in the middle. And also by Needle Bling Designs, Happy When Stitching. It says it's always happy hour when I'm stitching, and it has a wine glass full of stitching, whoop, is that right? Yeah, stitching notions. These are all from the expo. Stitching Makes Me Happy, also by Needle Bling Designs, with the tomato pin keep design. And Peter's Garden. And then this one wasn't from the expo, but I got it back in stock. I really like this one. It's Ho 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 Be Jolly, with looks like Santa's belt. And I really like this one. Spring Chicken. And look at that chicken pulling that cart full of eggs and flowers. I really like that one. I think that chicken is hilarious. From Stacy Nash, I got Houses of Berries Chapel Road, Miss Baxter's House. And it's got a log cabin, and look at the roosters. And then the woman feeding the roosters has got these beautiful flowers and the large beehive. And then there's a bee over here. So that's Miss Baxter's House. From Stacy Nath Primitives, I got the Good Stitching Witch, and good is G-O-O-D-E, pin keep. Also by Stacy Nash is Thistles and Spells Pin Keep. And then Spring Hair Standing Pin Keep. This is a rabbit standing up with the pretty wildflowers or basket of flowers. And then the I Will Cut You Scissors Keep. And here's what it looks like on the inside. By Hello from Liz Matthews, I have the Carnation Sampler. And then I got a bunch more Barbara Anna designs. They aren't necessarily new, but they're new to Cobweb Corner. I got Frida and Diego. Miss Mandrake. Portuguese bird sampler. It says, tell me ye knowing and discerning few, where I may find a friend both firm and true, who dares stand by me when in deep distress, and then his love and friendship most express. Let's see. Then I have The Fall, The Serpent Beguiled Me and I Did Eat. Whoops. Got so many different motifs. It's got the celestial motifs, and then it has the verses from the Bible on the serpent, Adam and Eve. Adam this is Adam naming all the animals. So many. It's just a beautiful sampler. The Wounded Deer. Sweeping the Garden. This is a super quick stitch. Spellville. This is one of my favorites. Spreading Joy. Le Messager. This is also one of my favorites. I Like This Place is the name of the chart. I like this place and willingly could waste my time in it. And that's a quote by William Shakespeare. Dreaming Girl. Isn't that just stunning? It's just amazing. Spring Heart. Hand over the coffee. It says, hand over the coffee and no one gets hurt. Don't Worry, Be Hippie. The name of the chart is Be Hippie. That would look so cute in a girl's room. Viva la Vida. This is so unique too. It's got the monkey down here. The sun up above. A Cup of Frida, that's back in stock. Rooster Ride. It says ado de cook on the back of a rooster. Witch Pumpkin. Witchy Harvest. Look at that cat carrying that basket. Isn't that hilarious? And Witch's Pantry. Those are the ones by Barbara Anna. Then I've got some more newer designs. Basket of Love by Cottage Garden Samplery. There we go. Plum Street Samplers, newer design. Adam names the animals with a verse from Genesis. From Blackberry Designs, I've got Jolly Old Saint Nick. And Gingerbread Camper. I love this one. And Christmas Eve Nutcracker. And I really like this. This is Imelda's Closet. Look at those shoes. Aren't those cool? And those are really small. Oh, I guess not. Oh, there's another design in there called Happy Halloween, Eek as an E-E-K, and that one's 186 by 66. But the Witch Boot to Wear is 41 by 43 stitches. So I don't know why there's not a picture of the other design, but there's another design included in that. Plum Street Samplers, My Early Days. Now in my early days, teach me thy will to know. By Stacy Nash, Cherry Hollow Farm Sampler. Lots of new things in the shop. By Blackberry Lane Designs, all dressed up for winter. I really like this one. Look at that top hat. Look how tall it is on that snowman. The tiny little red cardinal on the hat. That would make such an adorable ornament. And then this one I thought was really unique. It's called Hollow Eve's Tree, H-O-L-L-O-W, Eve's Tree. And it's a Halloween feather tree. Let's see if I can get that in there. And you can add the beads for decoration. But look at this down here. Look at this spider pumpkin. And then there's all kinds of little Halloween motifs in that feather tree. I just think that's so cool. And this one's adorable. This one's from Black Lane Designs also, At Home for Christmas. And it's this little tiny mouse peeking out. Isn't that cute? And then this one I really like. This is called Mr. Baron von Bat. And it's a needle minder. And let's see, so here's the design. And this is the back of the design. And then this is the front. And his tummy has a piece, I think it's a felt, which is not included. And then it folds over. So you put your needles there, and then you fold these two sides over for his folded wings. Isn't that clever? I just love this design. I think that is one of the most unique designs I've ever seen. So the back, full front, which you could have just like that, but then you put in probably a little bit of padding and some felt there, and then put your needles there and fold the wings over. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. So it's Mr. Baron von Bat. By Stacy Nash Primitives, Be Kind Sampler. Be kind to one another, this is a world of care, and there is enough of needful woe for everyone to bear. And Tribute to Summer Sampler. And Halloween Sheep, which I thought was pretty unique. It's got the witch with the shepherd's staff, black cat on top of the sheep, and 3 patterned sheep. And then a whole bunch of pumpkins. New by Sue Hillis, Christmas Morning. And this booklet is full of, let's see, is this the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, it's full of different finishing instructions. So it gives the instructions to complete this box. And what else did it have in it? Yeah, it's got templates and instructions to complete the box and the lid. Then you've got little tags, ornaments. And this one is an older design by Blackberry Lane Designs, and I showed this in one of my Halloween, Sampler Sunday episodes, but I wanted to show it to you guys. Look, this is called Witch's Night Out. And look at this design. It just goes up this tree, And look at the moon. This is just the coolest Halloween banner. I just think that is an amazing design. Got the black cat looking at the spell book down here. Witches at a cauldron, witches dancing. This is the coolest Halloween design. Newer by Plum Street Sampler, Abominable Bundle. And also Bigfoot Bunch. And then new by Stony Creek, Power of Love #2. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. And that's it. So that is it for FlossTube number 58. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that if you enjoyed, you will subscribe and then click on the bell so you get notified of future episodes. And all the links, some of the links of what I talked about will be down below. And happy stitching, everybody. Bye-bye.